Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Honest to Pod with me, Ashley McAllister.
And me, Matthew Ali.
And here we go, episode 49. Yeah, I was thinking, what can we do? Because we usually say 49, the edge of this or the edge of that. I looked up some random facts about the number 49.
Okay.
Just to be different, because we're starting doing a pub quiz more often. And these are little random facts that listeners might say, Jesus, I know the answer to that because it was on the Honest to Pod podcast last week.
Do you know what I was thinking? I was thinking we might save a question for each one and then bring the question to be like, do you know the answer to this question? And then post it. Because, like, you know, some of the harder ones.
Yeah.
Well, they're all very difficult anyway.
They are difficult.
That's, oh, that'd be good. I'm going to save some of the questions and see, like, oh, we struggled with this. Like, could you get it or something?
Yeah.
We'll see.
Your housemate always gets
John always gets them, yeah.
So, some interesting facts about the number 49. Well,
Okay.
I've got two. 49 is the code for international direct dial phone calls to Germany.
Is that interesting?
Well, it's a fact.
Okay.
You know, tomorrow night it could be like, what is the direct dial code, international dial code for Germany?
I don't think I know anyone in Germany. No, there's no one I would call.
But now you know the dial code.
49?
Yeah. And did you know 49 is the first square number? Do you know what square number is?
Something that times by, like, what itself.
Yeah. 49 is the first square number where the digits are squared numbers. So 4 is a square number and 9 is a square number.
They were the most interesting facts out of all the facts you could get.
49 is a tough number. It's a tough number.
Good one to start with. Okay.
All right, fine.
No, it's the Germany one. The 49, fair enough. I'll give you that. What is the square root of 49?
7.
Hey, I didn't even get it.
I got my GCSE math.
I don't think you even need GCSE maths for that.
So Matt, tell me about your week.
Do you know what, honestly, my week has been so long. God, I kind of mean it's 1 week, but like work has been really busy at the moment. And I've been spending a lot of time doing that. The other day I worked from like 7:30 until like 7:30, which was really long for me.
What day's that?
Tuesday.
Damn.
Yeah, it was really long. And then, but we went to Wales. I went to Wales this weekend. So we went to this place called Borth. So Adam has a caravan. His parents have a caravan there. And we went there 2 years ago. So it was me, Adam, Jordan and Chris, who you know.
Mm-hmm.
And we went there on Thursday night. So
Chris Hemsworth.
Chris Hemsworth, yep, you know him. Buddy, old pal of mine. We were sharing a bed.
You and Chris Hemsworth?
Yep.
Did he have his hammer?
His little mallet he had,
Oh.
I guess. It was a little thing. But it's okay, I don't mind. It was good for travel anyway.
One of those
It
ones
did the
you
job.
emergency break glass to open one of those little hammers.
Yeah. You know, like those little toffee ones? We had those.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. It was basically the equivalent of that. No, it was really nice. The weather was like, it was a 4.5 hour drive, so we didn't get there until midnight, midnight on Thursday when I drove up. And then we were
Did
like,
you drive?
I drove up, yeah, I drove there and back.
Oh, you drove back?
Yeah, I just drove
When did you get back?
I just got back now.
I know.
I've been travelling for 6.5 hours.
He's in such a good mood, guys.
Great mood, yeah. It's just a long day because we got up early to watch the rugby, which we'll talk about in a moment, obviously, because that's been a great weekend of rugby. But yeah, anyway, we ended up staying really late.
How's it though?
It has been, yeah.
How's it though?
Yeah, did you watch today?
I didn't
Sunday.
watch that.
Today's Sunday.
Today was a great
As well
game.
as the Australia, and that was a really good game. Wales came out, absolutely smashing it, then seemed to have got fatigued in some way.
Yeah.
But they were up 15 points, but they ended up winning, so that was really good. Well, we may as well go. How was your weekend?
No, finish your thing.
We just played a bunch of games. So we played a lot of games actually. Yeah, we set up on Thursday. We got back at midnight, and we didn't go to bed until after 5 in the morning, just playing games.
It's mad.
Yeah, we thought we were tired, and I had this little dip in about 3 o'clock, and then just got this energy again. And I was like,
Were you drinking?
not too much. I had about like 4 whiskeys.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
They all got smashed. They all got really, really drunk. I just didn't have too much to drink over the weekend because I don't want to drink too much anyway.
Yeah.
We played a game called Sheriffs of Nottingham, which is excellent. It's a really good bluffing game.
Oh, okay.
And managed to get. We didn't really get to play Unstable Unicorns though.
Oh,
We had to finish that game. Yeah. And they were getting a bit drunk, and then they were like, "Oh, we don't want to play this." And they got a bit like.
But it's also it's the type of game where you need to have your wits about you.
They were drunk.
Yeah, you can't be drunk and play Unstable Unicorns.
Yeah, because they couldn't read the cards, and then they were confused about everyone's cards,
and you forget the rules, and you forget what your powers are. And,
yeah, exactly.
It's for a sophisticated audience on Stable Unicorns.
This one is because all the cards. I knew all the cards in the old one, but this one is still funny though.
That's so brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So just got back now. How was your weekend?
Yeah, it was good. I got my hair cut.
Well, we're not back in Limavady, okay? That can't be the highlight of your weekend.
But listen, right? So I got my hair cut, and I get done every 2 weeks. Do you know what I mean? It's my routine. But this guy, so I go to this place. This time I get the hot guy. Like,
nice.
Really hot. Remember the last time I saw this one guy who's a bit overweight and he rested his crotch on my shoulder while he was cutting my hair. I didn't get him.
So good.
But the hot guy decided not to rest his crotch on my shoulder.
That's a shame.
I know, but he was really hot. He's not really hot. He's the best. He's hot. Do you know what? He's hot. So, your hair's really short.
I need to get a haircut this week.
Yeah. But your hair is still quite short.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have, I guess it's straight man hair. Or not straight man, white man. White man hair, sorry. But you don't have like...
Got that curly gay hair. That's what they know. It can possibly be straight.
Yeah, no, sorry, I meant white
bent.
man.
I've got bent hair, is what you're saying.
Your hair is bent.
Okay.
Yeah, your hair is, afro. Is that right?
I think that's racist. No, I do. I've got afro type hair. Actually, some people call it so because I'm mixed race and my hair's not completely curly like afro curly. Someone calls it coolie hair. So it's like smooth sort of Indian like hair, but it's a bit wavy as well, so it's quite thick.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does curl.
Yeah.
It's bigger.
Doesn't basically the point I'm making. You would have never had when I get my hair cut, they'll put their fingers through the hair and tug it.
Absolutely never.
Yeah, so that's what they do. So this hot guy is pulling my hair back. I'm just thinking, mate, spit in my face.
Oh God,
choke me harder.
Just yanking our hair.
And I was like, oh God, this is so sore, but I like it.
Listen, you've always come out so vanilla. This is great news.
I know, yeah. He was anyway. So he did make me blush a couple of times. Now he was straighter than straight because he was so uninterested in. And there was no small chat.
That's good. We don't like small talk.
No, I know, but it's just obviously because I know he wasn't interested. I wanted him more. So anytime his hand would go past, I was like, and he had the softest hands because he touches your ear when he holds on your ear to cut your ear. I was like, God, your hands are so soft.
Oh my goodness!
I didn't say that to him, but in my head,
obviously
I was like,
you didn't say it. Yeah.
And his skin sounds a bit creepy, but his skin smelled amazing.
He probably uses good cream, clearly.
It does. I mean, it worked.
And you definitely think he's straight.
Oh, 100%.
He might just not be into you.
Well, no, but he was also checking girls out that walked past.
Oh, yeah, okay, fair.
Yeah. Plus, he wasn't into me.
Well, at least he had good skin and good hair because that's really and good hands. Soft hands.
He had really good, I kept looking at his hair and I was thinking, your hair is probably it's really thick. Oh,
was he? What ethnic background do you think it was? You had to speculate. Okay. And soft hands as well.
The softest.
Crazy.
Yeah. The seat was moist.
That was just your greasy skin. That's disgusting.
No, it wasn't. I was dripping.
So vile. We need to get some sex. God. Oh, well, did you say? What?
No, I know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No. Still a virgin. So I got my hair cut. And, right, this other thing as well. So I started this new job. And obviously into my second week. There is... First week I didn't see him. But second week... An office hottie.
Yay! Love it, office hottie.
He's so hot. Now the problem is, I don't think I've seen him first time because there's 2 kitchens on our floor, and I go to the one closer to where my seat is. Makes sense.
Yeah.
But there was no cups there that week or that Monday, so I went to the other kitchen.
How far away is the other kitchen?
It's probably about 10-second longer walk. Do you know what I mean? But it's just not closer, so it doesn't. But I went to the other kitchen, and I walked past his desk to get there, and I'm like, oh no.
Definitely, I would definitely walk by that regularly.
Well, this is my new kitchen, but because I go there so often now, because I get so much water and I get so much tea, I'm constantly going to that watering hole just to check him out.
Nice.
And then he had the rugby on the other day at his TV by his screen, and I was watching that, and I was like,
oh, is that the rugby?
Oh,
you said, you're right, is that the rugby? Oh, you've got the rugby there.
What are you watching?
Are you watching the rugby? Oh, I like the rugby. I was watching on the weekend. Mate.
Yeah. I can't. We're best friends. I'm going to talk about
Yeah. Just grab a seat. Sit next to him. Got my tea. Do you want tea? Rugby.
Yeah, but because I go so much and get water and tea now, I have to piss all the time. Like, I'm sure my co-workers think I've got some like track infection or something the amount of times I run to that toilet.
But it's worth it to see him. You should get some really tight jeans.
No.
So you can see a little swaddle, like, just little ass cheeks just going side to side. Or pad it. You need to pad it, obviously.
But this is what happened. I was going to the toilet at one point, and I thought he was going to come down this way, because it's glass, and you can sort of see people walking around.
The toilet's glass?
No. The office is all glass, so I can see people coming up the corridor. And I thought it was him coming to the corridor. So I sort of like, I was busting for the toilet. So I said, I'll wait, so then he'll walk past and I can see him. I was waiting there for ages, and I was like, what the fuck is he? And then I just sort of forgot. Then anyway, I then had to go to the toilet. So I kind of really rushed to the toilet. And you know that moment when you go to push the door open, but somebody else pulls the door from the other side, and you sort of fall forward? That just happened. So I was rushing to the toilet, pushed the door open, fell through the door.
You didn't fall on the floor, did you?
No.
Oh, okay.
I fell onto the person who opened the door.
And it was him?
It was the hottie.
Sick.
And I was just like, it.
You could have like gone next to him. I mean, I know you get pee shy, so you'll never go to urinal.
No,
but I would definitely be like peeing next to him, just trying to have a look for sure. 100%. Standing really far back from it.
Well, he was coming out of the toilet as I was going in.
I know, but if you... it doesn't make sense. The timings don't make sense to me. That you saw him walking from ages ago, so you decided to wait for a wee. You would have been waiting all of 3 seconds and noticed that he didn't come around the corner.
No, but the point is, I was like waiting so long. I was like, "Where the fuck is he?" Because I thought he was coming this way, but it turns out he went just basically went the other way. Yeah, he went the other way.
Shit.
Yeah.
Did you go into his urinal to see, or like his cubicle to see if he'd done a big old shit and just sniff up all the good air?
I licked the toilet bowl.
What's his name?
I don't know yet.
You haven't got a girlfriend at work, have you?
No.
Do you know the girls?
No. There's a girl I actually quite like. She's vegan though. And we all know
how you feel about vegans.
No,
oh my goodness.
No, I do.
That bitch. You should throw an avocado in her face. It was her fault that all of the stories that we're about to talk about happened.
Yeah.
It was her fault.
Brexit.
That Ireland lost in the rugby. Fucking vegans.
Right.
Do you know why? Because they eat all the grass that you used to run.
No. And then the only other thing I have to comment this week is, did you see my teabag situation?
That was the tube.
Yeah. Well, I was going to make a joke of it. But I was going to say, I have a teabag situation. I tried breathing through my nose, but it just wouldn't work.
It's about teabagging, is it?
That was the joke.
Okay.
But how grim do you have to have it to leave your teabag situation? Just plopping it on the floor.
I wouldn't even notice it.
I was disgusted.
Someone's wet teabag. Well, the thing is, you can't leave the teabag and it gets too strong.
You don't just throw it on the floor of a tube. You think about this before you get on the tube.
Okay, yeah. But maybe if it was still brewing and they had to run...
You can't justify litter.
No. I wouldn't have made a whole Instagram story about it. Probably.
Well, you...
And you called it a situation. I was like, was it a
situation?
Okay.
Teabag situation.
Tell me about the rugby this weekend and the Rugby World Cup.
Nothing really happened this weekend.
Nothing?
No.
England played on Thursday.
I didn't see that.
Apparently it was terrible,
Yes,
yeah, apparently it was a terrible game. I never watched it. It was in the middle of the workday. It was 11 o'clock.
Well,
I went like 50-something, 53.
The holiday didn't even have it on.
What did he have on?
He didn't have, the TV wasn't on that day.
What day was he watching rugby? Friday?
No, early in the week.
Oh, good.
Who played on Monday?
I don't know. Someone did.
Wait, did Wales play on Monday?
I think Wales played on Monday against Georgia.
Yeah, he had the Wales game on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then we watched Wales v Australia today. And they won 26-22.
Such a good game.
And then...
Do you know what? I'm glad Australia got beat. I'll tell you why. Blanket statement.
You hate Australians?
I hate Australians.
I know.
No, I'll tell you what it is. I just thought the guy, I don't know his name, the captain for Australia, the blonde one.
Yeah.
He was just rude to the ref. He argued with the ref. I was like, mate, your team fucked up. You can't just sit here and say, what am I supposed to do in this scenario? You know the rules. Don't argue back to the ref.
He didn't ask him about, which was kind of fair, because even when we were watching it, Jordan was asking, so there was one where that guy used his forearm and then it stayed up on his chest and hit his neck. And then he was like, well, what are we supposed to do? Because it was poor tackle technique. The guy that tackled him basically tackled him upright, which is fair. but then the guy who had the ball carrier, put his arm forward. And I guess, if you're playing rugby and it's very fast and stuff, natural instinct is just to push someone away. But it doesn't excuse it because it's about protection, isn't it? You need to protect people's heads.
And the guy knew, well, like the commentator said, he thought he was going to be sent off.
This is something else. I'm talking about. You're talking about when he hit Dan Bigger, right?
No, because it was the same guy came over to the ref, took his gum shield, put it in his sock, and then after went, did he not run on, apologise to the guy he pushed, and then put his gum shield back out again? I'm going off what the commentator said. I can't remember. I didn't see it. I just going off the commentator.
But yeah, Michael Hooper, his name is the captain.
Dickhead.
He's not a dickhead.
I literally hate all Australians because of him now.
Oh god, you hate him before. Israel Folau made you hate them.
Don't even.
Ireland's game. So I didn't watch it, but Ireland.
Nothing really to talk about in the Ireland game.
Were the underdogs in a game that they
deservedly
lost. Oh wait, sorry, I forgot. They're actually the number one.
No, they're not. They're number 4.
Number 4.
Yeah.
They're only number 1 a couple of weeks ago, aren't they?
Yeah, but things change. So they're number 4 at the minute.
Because of the game?
No.
Okay. So the host Japan beat Ireland in the World Cup 16-12.
Yeah, the word host is quite important there.
Because they have an advantage. They get a 4-point advantage
because
by being the hosts.
They're at home. There is the mentality of if you play at home, it's harder to beat somebody at home.
It's fair then to say that Ireland should have lost because even though they're one of the best teams in the world, because they're playing the host team, they should have lost then.
No, I'm saying
they're not as good as the host team. Is what you're saying.
No, I'm saying.
Why are you saying them? Because you're saying because the host team they get an advantage, but Ireland are technically far higher ranked than Japan.
I didn't go into. I'm not smug enough with unlike the English. I don't go into our team.
Whoa.
I don't go into every game thinking we've got this in the bag. Japan
they obviously did.
Japan have been coming up for the last 4 years since they beat South Africa down in Brighton.
And they were the hosts there. No, wait. No, they weren't the hosts. They
still
won against the team.
Yeah,
so does it make a difference what we're saying? I see.
No, wait a minute. No, because let me prove you wrong.
Okay.
It's not as if they played at South Africa and then they beat them. Both teams were playing away. South Africa and Japan were playing in Brighton.
Right.
So no home advantage.
So what we're saying doesn't make a difference. So your argument of Japan the host and that's important is
actually
null and void is what we're saying.
No, but what I'm saying is, do you know how England were knocked out of the own World Cup really early and they played at home? That's an embarrassment.
I mean, you're living in the past. I'm living in the present. And then it also agrees with your point, which is, it disproves your point about being the host nation.
Yeah, no.
There we go.
It's embarrassing that England still managed to lose a game really early on. You were beat by Wales, wasn't it?
I don't know. I don't remember these things.
Well, I remember. Yeah. Back to Ireland game. Japan from the get-go. I literally put a post up on my Instagram 5 minutes in and said, "Fucking hell, Japan are on this game."
Apparently, they were just like beast tackling, like you're just absolutely destroying them.
They were so fast. Like Japanese have a reputation, haven't they, about being efficient, getting things done. Fucking hell, that defense was unbelievable. Anytime there was a ruck, usually
that's what they were praised for. They were rocking that game. Apparently, they just
oh my god, it was so good. And Ireland's usually quite disciplined. I'm going to say this, and I know everybody's going to just roll their eyes and say, "Don't blame the ref." I'm going to blame the ref because
for seeing the penalties.
No,
how dare he see the penalties?
No,
how dare?
I think that the ref was too harsh on Ireland. And I'll tell you why.
Tell me why.
Vegetarians.
Vegetarians and vegans. The ref was a vegan.
Yeah. No. I think he was stricter than what other refs would have been. And I'm not saying Ireland deserved to get off of things they do wrong, but I don't think they should have given away a team that's renowned for not giving away penalties. There was something not right that they were punished so much for penalties when they're easily one of the most disciplined teams that play.
So Japan didn't deserve to win?
No. But where was the ref from?
Australia.
Fucking Australia.
So any of the Australian listeners out there, get the fuck out of this podcast. Fuck off.
Fuck off, bruv.
Alright. I wish I watched it. I might watch it on catch up or something.
It is actually one of the...
Just to watch the game.
It's a good game. Sad score. But the better team...
It makes it interesting, because rugby, you don't really get many upsets.
No.
Like, because, the top teams generally are the top teams, and to get upset is very, very difficult. So it does make it exciting, because, Ireland, it would be surprising if Ireland didn't make it through anyway. That would be an absolute shock. But it's just like sometimes these things can really lift you up, and you don't take it for granted, and they really just think about how important it is. I think after Scotland's performance of the day against Ireland, I think that they won't make it in that group.
No, only 2 go through. It's definitely going to be Japan and Ireland. Japan's at home. They have to go through. Oh, no, that's not right, because England didn't get through. But...
Well.
So, yeah. It was a good weekend for rugby.
Well, I've been away this weekend, and so my excuse is I didn't prepare or provide any... I know. So I came just for a little chit-chat.
Okay. There's a few things I want to talk about, but we'll keep them quick. 5 minutes maybe max each, if that.
I'll say nothing. You just talk, and then...
No, because people don't want to hear me just talk. They want to hear you.
They actually only come to hear me.
Yeah. I'm like the facilitator, and you're the talent.
Do you know what's that this week, actually, just realised? So
RuPaul's Drag Race in the UK? Yeah, I know.
You're going to watch it? Watch the UK one, because everyone's going to be talking about it.
Do you know what? My housemates they rewatch RuPaul all the time. So actually,
I'm rewatching the series.
We're watching the season at the minute that did the Cher musical.
Yeah. Season 10, I think.
11, isn't it?
11?
Don't know.
I think it's 10.
It's the one with Eureka.
Yeah, I think it's 10, because 11 was the last one.
Right, yeah. Yeah, okay.
I think so.
I
just watched that one.
Did you?
Yeah.
I don't like Eureka.
No one does. She's a good drag queen, though.
She's fake as fuck.
And she keeps it raw.
And she tries to come across not being fake, but she's like, I'm just trying my hardest out here.
So I see her as I think she's really honest and open and quite true to herself. She's just not that likable for everyone. But I don't think she's fake. I think she's real. I think she keeps it 100.
I've only seen one episode, so I'm judging.
No, I think she keeps it real. I do.
But I have to say, watching the Cher musical reignited my love of Cher.
I really cared for Cher.
Cher legend, man.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I saw someone post that she's performing again.
I'm not paying that much for tickets.
You're not paying that much? You know how much they cost?
But 200 odd quid?
No, not
yes.
Here. No.
Are you serious? Who has it? We were talking about the other day. People have got tickets. I'm not paying that much money.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, guys, we did price the Whitney Houston tickets, and I was right.
What, 50 quid?
50 quid.
Yeah. Was that you? It was you and me who were talking about it.
Yeah,
I was saying to Jordan. I was like, who was I talking to about this? But someone said,
just your best friend, Ashley.
So many conversations and so much tripe. Plus my memory's really bad.
Yeah, man. 50 quid to watch a hologram?
I just won't do it. I just want that. I'd rather play it on
put a CD on, put a picture on the wall.
Yeah, definitely.
Same thing.
Just put wig on, look at myself in the mirror.
Yeah.
I'm a lip sync assassin. That's a RuPaul Drag Race quote.
Oh.
That's what they call it, yeah. It's a term, not a quote.
Who says that?
Anyone, they'd be like, this one is the lip sync assassin of the season, yeah.
Oh, it's because...
They were in the bottom a lot, but they're so good at lip syncs that they still get through.
It's like basically anyone they're in trouble, they do that fucking split thing, and they're like, "Oh, I'll do this to save the day."
A split's not good enough now, but
it's a split double wig reveal.
Yeah.
Fucking costume change.
Yeah, exactly. Literally, yeah. You have to prepare so much just to do it.
Dead.
A death drop.
No, what is it? Dead.
A death drop.
No, animals. Dead butterflies coming out of your ass or something.
That never worked, obviously, yeah.
Yeah, she's fucking dancing around these butterflies.
That's the same season.
Is it?
No, the season before. Sorry, the one with the Cher musical.
Oh.
Wait, yeah, it's the same one, same season.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So you've seen it before then?
No, I just remember that in the news.
Okay, so if you carry on watching that season, that'll happen at the end.
Oh, it's funny.
The news, the tabloids. Front page news.
Guardian news. Drag queens kill.
Mass murder.
Drag queens mass murder butterflies. And here RuPaul won an Emmy. They won an Emmy this year.
The show won an Emmy last year.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it was for different. That was a daytime Emmy. This one's like the visual arts Emmys. Apparently there's loads of different ones.
I don't know.
Yeah.
No, but they won one of the main Emmys the other day for best reality show.
Oh, okay. Fair. It's not a daytime Emmy.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
But, you know, winning an Emmy's not bad.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Daytime or not.
For sure, that's
Why are you judging?
Well, I didn't realize it was a daytime
Whoopi
Emmy.
Goldberg.
A visual arts Emmy.
Whoopi Goldberg's Emmy is a daytime Emmy, and that's why she got her EGOT.
I do like an EGOT. I got that term from 30 Rock.
30 Rock!
Yeah.
I love 30 Rock.
It's really good.
I do love 30 Rock. Okay. So yeah, RuPaul. It was fun. What was I watching the other day, which I actually thought was a lot of fun? And it must have been when all the people come back and they do a series.
All Stars.
All Stars. Trevor, one of the guys I live with, put a YouTube video on, and it was 4 of them, and they were doing this dance, and the rhymes were all really like cool and cut in. And who was it? It was Alaska. I know all the names now. Alaska, Katya. Fuck. Who else? Not Raven. What do you call her? Could have been Raven. It was another girl, and then there was Detox, and they're all like rapping.
I don't remember it. On the stage?
On the stage, yeah.
Yeah, I think I saw it. They climbed up. Yeah. I can't remember who the other person was. Yeah. It wasn't Raven.
I think it's the girl who initially did the wig reveal. When she took off her wig.
Oh my goodness. All I can think is Alaska Talks. So her name is Roxy Andrews.
Could have been her.
Yeah. And hers was really bad.
Yeah, it wasn't the best.
Yeah. Yes, I remember.
I thought it was so good. I'm really starting to enjoy it now, you know.
That's great. I love RuPaul's Drag Race.
I think drag is one of the things from LGBT culture that is breaking through to mainstream culture.
You are about 3 years behind this bitch. You're so behind.
Why?
It definitely is. Well, Bianca Del Rio just was like the first like drag queen to have.
She sold out Wembley.
Well, Wembley Arena.
Oh.
Not Wembley Stadium, Wembley Arena. The little arena next to Wembley Stadium.
Oh, it's
It's got like
20 seats.
A quarter of like
okay.
seats. But it's still amazing.
Yeah.
It'd be like the biggest performance a drag queen has had or something. But
Bianca Del Rio's season 6
is
the only season I've seen back to front.
That one's really good.
And I've seen it 3 times. Because I really enjoyed it.
It's really good.
I like Ben de la Creme. And I've seen the All Stars of Ben de la Creme.
That was All Stars 3, yeah.
I've seen that
really
one.
good.
That was really good. I like Ben de la Creme.
But yes, drag queens are already breaking into mainstream.
Alright, Jesus Christ.
You're so funny.
Here I am trying to jump on board and you're like,
get
back, bitch! No, you're not welcome.
It was just so funny. You are. Yeah, watch it. Watch the season.
I don't know anymore.
Just rewatch season 6 though.
So were you watching season? Are you watching season 6?
Just keep doing that then. Apparently,
he's gonna win.
And you can do.
Yeah. What day does RuPaul start?
Thursday, the 3rd.
Thursday 3rd.
As in today, if they listen to this podcast.
Oh
if
yeah.
Ashley does it.
If I put it up.
If we do it.
Oh my god! I was sitting at home and I literally was sitting on Thursday night thinking, or Wednesday night thinking, I thought I had something to do tonight, but I don't. I woke up on Thursday morning being like, oh bitch, I forgot to do it. Right, we actually have a few bits to talk about, but we'll keep them quick, like I said. This is what happens, we just go on so many tangents. So, during the, what game did you have today? Wales and
Australia.
Oh, yeah, fucking
Wales and Ireland.
Wales and Australia. Two Welsh players came out as gay.
What do you mean?
They had that passionate kiss.
Oh, God.
On this.
Listen, you can't assume that they're gay just because of that.
Allegedly.
There's nothing wrong with affection, male affection. In fact, we should support this.
I supported it 100%.
Ugh.
I supported it for about 15 minutes afterwards.
This is why people don't come out, because of you. Because of you, people like you.
No, basically what happened was Wales had just won the game, and Alan Wynne-Jones, who I'm not a big fan of anyway. I don't know, I just don't like him. He's Welsh. You know what I'm like with the Welsh.
I don't, but apparently you hate them too.
Fuck, I hate everyone that's not Irish. No, I just don't like Alan Wynne-Jones. I just don't think he's as good as what everybody says he is.
He played really well today.
So he basically went up, and George North, who is an absolute hottie, and Alan Wynne-Jones said, I'm going to use this moment as a platform to kiss.
It's like, because there was female football players in the World Cup, the American team, that did the same thing, I think.
Yeah. But they were actually lesbians, were they?
Yeah, they were actually in a relationship.
Yeah. Anyway, so these two straight guys shared a passionate peck on the lips for half a second.
Basically, like, you don't want to understand.
It was all...
Bye. Oh, God, that was hard.
Well, it's enough for me. Do you remember that time we were watching the rugby last week and the two guys embraced and they got really close and I was like, kiss. And they were two hotties.
Oh, really hard.
Oh.
That's one thing we should do, is just start rating out hotties. Like, honestly, there was another one today. It was a reserve hooker for Wales. Oh, my goodness. So good. And obviously Dan Bigger is unbelievable.
Another hooker in Wales.
The reserve, the one who came on as a substitute hooker, was, in my opinion,
it's the year of the hookers. 100%.
Yeah.
So anyway, obviously Australia played. Israel Folau no longer plays for Australia Union, but he made the news this week because he has been picked up by Tonga. Is that right?
Tonga?
Is that right?
Tonga is correct. That's how you pronounce Tonga.
No, but is that the team?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's Tonga Rugby League. Now, coincidentally, it is illegal to be gay in Tonga. It's one of those countries which hasn't yet moved into the real world. So that made the news. I remember we were at the pub quiz on Monday and it was on the news in the background then.
Well, he used to play rugby league and then he transferred over to rugby union. And then, tried rugby league again.
He used to support gay rights, but then all of a sudden he didn't. Because he did that cover shoot for Bingham. But apparently his deal's derailed, is the headline I read.
Why?
This is when I told you I didn't have a chance to read the article, but I just read the headline.
So this is an assignment for everyone who's listening. We've given you some homework.
Yeah.
Can you do our research for us? Is that okay?
The thing is, I read the article, but I couldn't make sense of what they were saying because I don't know some of these rugby things. So he talked about a ball.
Well, it says that so they'd fired their coach.
Right. So I didn't pick up on this.
And so 27 of their players had basically said that they weren't going to turn out for Tonga because they wanted him to be reinstated.
Right.
So because there was so much internal politics, they didn't want the governing body, MLIF, it said, or whatever it was,
whoever,
it said that they will suspend Tonga from playing because of their internal politics that's happening.
Damn right.
And then they also said that they was part of that is they thought that, well, they denied the fact that they didn't want Israel Folau on the team by suspending Tonga.
Yeah.
It wasn't to stop him from playing.
Yeah.
They said it was because it would deal with it. It would, ruin a lot of their sponsorship relationships and things like that if he joins the team. And apparently Tonga have a lot of players to select from anyway, and that it didn't form part of their decision to not include him. It's the fact that they had so many other players they could choose from. Basically, apparently they've got some internal. So they've reinstated their coach apparently, but there's some internal politics. That's why they suspended them.
We don't even need to do research. Matt done it for us. You pulled that one.
I read 3 lines on the article.
You pulled that one out of the bag.
Yeah.
For somebody saying I don't know anything.
I just don't know anything apart from MLAF and the Tonga Mate Ma'a.
But apparently also, I did read another article, Israel Folau, this week. He's still going to court, claiming he was unfairly dismissed. What's interesting is because he's done this twice. He used social media as a platform to whatever. The first time he did it, he accepted that he pushed the boundaries. He openly accepted in a statement. So he's partly going to court with a statement he made saying what he has done goes against the guidelines, it acknowledges it's damaging and he won't do it again. And he does it again, and now he's saying it's unfair that you're firing me. Even though before he understood and appreciated the fact that he went too far. And also I read that 6 months after he initially put homophobia on his social media, where he said all gays will burn in hell unless they repent for their sins, he got a pay rise.
From who?
In rugby union, he got a pay rise 6 months later. Even though he was...
Oh, before he was made...
Before he was fired, yeah. He got a pay rise 6 months later, and then about 4 months after that he posted again, and then a month after that he got fired.
Well, what are you due to? It's performance-based incentives, I guess, a pay rise. I mean, they don't do pay rise, they just do new contracts, don't they? Negotiations.
Yeah.
And so if you're performing well, then you can demand more money.
Fuck him.
Oh, okay. If only you could, but he won't let you.
I wouldn't, he's Australian.
Oh my goodness. But he doesn't want you, so that makes you want him more.
That's so true. It's always the way.
I
I love those homophobes. You walk past... Oh, I can't say it. I won't say it. The other story I want to talk about this week was... So, earlier in the week, it was announced that Facebook will not enforce its community standards on content posted by politicians. So, that might be LGBT hate related posts. Somebody actively saying marriage is between a man and woman, or a bit more aggressive. And it won't be policed the same way as if your eye posted something hateful. But did you know that in the last year, Facebook has made $1.6 million entirely off ads from hate groups? So hate groups are using Facebook ads to promote their messages. A lot of it is anti-immigration ads. So $959,000 on anti-immigration ads. Then we've got $542,000 with anti-LGBT ads. Then we have $69,000 from anti-Muslim ads. $5,000 from white nationalist groups. $400, which is just classed as general hate ads. And then $150 from black nationalist groups. Wow. Well, I just thought it was interesting that Facebook actually make money off hate crimes or people posting hate messages.
Yeah, I don't know how you'd be able to get ad. I don't know if you can just send money and they don't screen it, kind of thing. I guess maybe. I feel like with such big companies,
they're able to take down posts we put up. Because I work in advertising and marketing, they're so closely policed. You can't have this much text. You can't have this. Everything gets signed off. When you post on Facebook, there's no way of it just doesn't go through into a space and automatically get through. Everything gets checked.
But do you think it's both through humans or like the system itself? Like it's got like a set of rules and stuff.
Well, they're making money off it. It's not as if
they could change the rules that they set.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? This is a year's worth of profits. It wasn't like fuck, we've let one slip. Let's change what we're doing. Let's make money.
I wonder why it's just politics. Like, do you think that they're saying, well, because they like represent the people, and then people get to see what they are truly like, or something?
There's going to be some grey area with like religious freedom. I'm really getting bored of this argument where religious freedom can.
You can get away with saying.
You can get away being homophobic because I read it. I read something just literally before we started recording about it. Some girl had done something. Oh man. And it was the most insane scenario. And then she said she was fired for it, and she goes, religious expression. I was like, no, you're just a bitch. You're just a cunt.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Facebook making money off hate crimes.
I think that kind of feeds what we were talking about the other week about even cyberbullying and stuff, because people can get away with, especially larger groups and stuff, about saying, you can people aren't being monitored enough. And I know like posts on Facebook are to the wider view, but like instant messaging to individuals and private attacks aren't being monitored either. We know that in Instagram, you can message someone and say whatever you want, but not and kind of really get away with it
unless it's reported or something.
Yeah.
Well, that leads on to this next thing, where because we were talking about cyberbullying a couple of weeks ago, and I read in the news this week that there was a little 16-year-old kid called Channing Smith who died. He committed suicide on this day last Sunday. He confided in his friends that he was bisexual, and the friends shared the messages on Instagram and Snapchat. Humiliated. Can't say the word. Humiliating. Is that the right way? Is that said right?
Tonga? Is it Tonga?
Oh, fuck off.
Good, yes, humiliating.
Humiliating him in front of obviously everyone. He then, one of the people who was, he was spreading the messages. he confided in that he was feeling suicidal, felt really attacked, and she did nothing, and she said nothing, and then he killed himself, which is incredibly sad. But his family are interested in pursuing criminal charges against the people who shared the photographs, but they're stuck with Craig Northcott, who's an anti-LGBTQ district attorney who made national news not that long ago for saying that he doesn't think same-sex couples deserve domestic violence protection.
Oh my goodness.
So we could be in a relationship and you could be beaten down on me.
I mean, I know that's what you want. You just said it.
No, harder, choke me, and
And it'd be okay.
I'll be okay.
That's madness.
Isn't it mad? Oh well, that's the world we live in. Cyberbullying doesn't obviously cause suicide directly, but it's it as a massive stressor, and it can have significant mental health consequences, including depression, anxiety, associated suicide thinking. But it's just incredibly sad to think that he reached out for help and he didn't get it. 16. Nasty age. So sad. I think it's in my head when I read this, I was thinking, why did you reach out to somebody who caused this aggro?
Who, the girl?
The kid. Why did he reach out to the girl who caused the aggro? She's one of the ones spreading them, shared. I was like,
maybe didn't until after or something. Oh, but I guess you think these people are your friends.
Yeah. Maybe, yeah. Just as mad. Poor guy. Oh my god. But yeah, just shows you it's not a nice world that we live in. Cyberbullying, people getting picked on because they're LGBT, it still happens. We don't live in a...
Even about sexuality, because you don't really think about it. I think it's often forgotten one about, like lesbian and gay and, same-sex marriages. But but it's interesting that coming out as bisexual would have the same sort of... In my head, it's probably bad. I don't know. Like I wouldn't expect the same result because, you can like the opposite sex as well.
Yeah, it's sort of like you can almost hide. Not that you should have to.
No, exactly.
Yeah, but you've sort of got an out.
But no, you still got treated the same way. So yeah, it's crazy.
It reminds me of, and you don't really realize, it reminds me of X-Men, because X-Men, the whole mutants fighting humans was all sort of based on LGBT rights. Do you know that?
No.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Why can't we have powers? We do have some powers.
You have fabulosity.
Oh, I was going to say really good skincare regimes, but obviously that only counts for me. We have different powers, babe. We've got different powers. Yours...
I have the ability to attract really hot men, but then never do anything with it.
Yeah.
But there's a scene in film X-Men 2 where Nightcrawler's speaking to Mystique. And do you know Mystique?
Yeah, I know X-Men characters.
Oh, do you? I didn't know if you were.
I watched the cartoons growing up.
Oh, cool. So Nightcrawler. Yeah. Blue.
Alan Cummings made them. Or I guess Alan's version.
No, this was the original, yeah. And he says to Mystique, you can change into anything you want. Why do you choose to be blue? And she's like, we shouldn't have to. I'm like, go girl.
You go girl.
You go girl.
That's fair. Yeah, because he can't change, because he hates his big old hands and
he does, and his scars, and he's... Oh, I love that film. X-Men 2, X-Men 2, best opening sequence ever in a film, in my opinion. I remember seeing it in the cinema to this day, and it was when Nightcrawler attacks the president, and he's in the White House, and he's
I don't remember.
He's at all these different places, and he's wiping out all of the Secret Service, and it's fucking phenomenal. Well done, Brian.
I always like Nightcrawler.
He's cool. I like him. And then the last little mini story I wanted to cover is Brexit. We have gone 49 episodes I remember 49 because it's the dialing code for Germany.
It's an entire German dialing code, international dialing code.
We've gone 49 episodes without mentioning Brexit.
Yeah, because I don't want to talk about that.
No. But sadly, this is sad news.
Obviously, we're going to string of sad
Yeah,
news.
it's not an upbeat podcast for fucking Australia and this. So Brexit could apparently lead to a shortage of PrEP. So obviously those who are listening for the first time, we've mentioned before, but PrEP is a drug that you can use that significantly decreases the chance of passing on HIV. Of contracting HIV. I know my shit. Currently there's 3 manufacturers of PrEP, and with Brexit looming, it's understood that a few of those manufacturers are looking to pull out of the market. The UK, not the UK, England and Wales are currently driving through trials of PrEP, and a massive increase for demand. And then obviously if these 2 manufacturers, or how many it is, pull out, there's going to be a drastic decrease in supply, which is going to potentially cause issues. Now, quick Brexit talk. I know people. I voted stay, as any sane person, in my opinion, would. Don't really rise at me.
No judgments here. You say sane people, but people have their reasons for stuff. Not that I voted the same as you, but I'm not. Doesn't mean I'm sane or insane.
Mm-hmm. I just think it takes a real lack of judgment to vote for something that you don't know what you're voting for. So my problem with Brexit is I think we should have another referendum. And it's not because it didn't go my way. I just think that the government should have worked out all these little bits before people, look at my country, we voted to stay as a country, but we're now affected with potentially war, terrorism, because nobody had agreed what the trading was going to be between Ireland, which should have been done up front. Mm. My point of Brexit is they should have had this all worked out and said, guys, this is what you're voting for.
But they didn't know, did they?
Because then they just said, let's feed people full of millions of pounds on buses shit. And so in my opinion, it takes a real lack of judgment to vote for something that you don't know what you're voting for.
Well, I never watched the news. In fact, I actively avoid it. But then we were watching the news, actually, surprisingly, over the weekend. And I was like, it's not that bad. The problem I hate with most things is that everything's always so sad.
Pardon me.
Right?
Yeah.
Much like the events of this podcast today. Everything we talk about is just sad news. And I'm like...
I don't read the news. I don't watch the news.
But I did find it really interesting. So I think we'll start doing that. So I cannot add anything to this Brexit talk.
No, it's not even about Brexit. It's about
the
prep. But it's another example which infuriates me about Brexit, of like none of this shit was organised first, and now we're going to in a month's time potentially leave something where nothing's been worked out. I've always liked the thought of screwing myself, but the country has literally screwed itself, and doesn't seem to be fun. So now I don't want to do it anymore.
And we don't know what's going to happen. I know in my workplace they're having to come up with different plans because they don't know how it's all going to be affected.
Is it? Brexiteers, is that the people who vote to leave? Is that what you call them, Brexits?
I have no idea.
Well, I hope they like smoking, because I don't. I was going to make a joke there, but I fell through.
Oh. Was it finished?
No. I was going to say something like, oh, can I have a cigarette? Because I usually like to smoke after I've been fucked over. Wait, spoiled the joke.
You just stopped halfway through your joke.
I think I'm tired too.
It's late on a Sunday.
It's only 8 o'clock.
It's late for me on a Sunday.
It's only because you trolled your ass from Glasgow. No,
Wales.
Wales, yeah.
Yeah, I drove from Wales. I need to eat, yeah.
Right, okay. Well, shut it down. That's it for this week, guys.
Yeah. Make sure you watch RuPaul's Drag Race on Thursday, though, because I wanted people to talk about it.
Why don't we watch it, even if we don't watch it together? Why don't we watch it, post questions about it, and get people to answer I'm leaving that with you. So if it doesn't happen, it's Matt's fault.
That's fine. Even if it doesn't, I'm happy to take that consequence.
All right. And guys, if you can nominate punishments for Matt for forgetting.
I like whips and chains. And like bondage.
Gypsies, tramps, and thieves.
I've never even heard of this song. Never. And then it came up in a pub quiz. I don't think it was on you. It must have been our first one. And I said, "Yeah, gypsies, tramps, and queens." No idea. Thieves, queens. Gypsies, tramps, and queens.
Tramps and thieves.
No idea what the song.
Love that song. Not one of her best, but still up there in the greatest album.
Yeah. Anyway, have a lovely week, Ashley. Although I'll see you through most of it. And everyone have a lovely week as well. And enjoy. One thing I'm looking forward to is getting some.
Bye everyone.
Jumpers.
Have a good.
Some new jumpers for autumn now. It's that time.
It's very autumnal.
And
It's
you
so
do
warm.
like knitwear. You like that?
I had to refrain from buying a navy cardigan the other day because I thought, am I going back down this route? Cardigans are just so multifunctional. They look good. They're like, if is it too warm? Is it not too warm? Is it too cold? Put a cardigan on. Just put one on. Like, you know what? I'm the right temperature now.
You just said it was too warm. Okay. All right. Bye bye.
No, I meant, is it too cold? If you don't know what the weather's like, what do you wear? I think I'll put a cardigan on.
I like cardigans.
Yeah, good shout. Cardigans are the way. Anyway, thanks everyone.
Bye bye.
Bye.
I got you, babe.